All right, I'm looking at another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with guessed today, and hopefully the puzzle is going to be nice to me. It is my birthday today, so let's see. I want to do... I'd like to do the S and the T, but I can't. I can only do one of them. I definitely want the U to be true. We could do U and E, and then new letters otherwise. Let's have a crude guess. Okay. Well, one of the U's is a lie. One of the E's is a lie. Very nice. Everything else has to be true. Cool. So if there's an E at the end, then there is a U somewhere. It could be here. We could do something like that. Or the C could be fourth. The problem with the C there is... well, I mean, there's things that would work. Something like acute, but we can't do the T. But it feels like it needs to be SC, but we can't do the S. So if we do that... It's not great. Can we do something like this, maybe? Well, no, but... Oh, but the U can't be second. I was going to say juice, but the U can't be second. It doesn't have to be third, but it can't be second. Oh, can we put it at the beginning? Something. Ice. Is that a thing? No, didn't think so. Huh. Uncle. Uncle would work. Oh, okay. So, wow, no contradictions there. Okay. Well, that's not helpful. Well, but again, guest and uncle, one of the U's is a lie, one of the E's is a lie. Everything else is true, so we know those are all true. Okay, so the C is not first or third. There's an N. C... I mean, it's getting harder and harder for there to be the E and the U. Could we do something like that? UNE or U sign? I don't think that's a thing. No. So that doesn't really work. So then maybe we put the C here. Ah, we could do dunce. Dunce would not, or the U can't be second. That almost works. If we do NCE, then the U has to be first. Otherwise, NUCE. No, the N again. The U can't be there. We could do that, but I don't think that's a thing. I don't think there's going to be a U and an E. I think there's no U, no E. All we've got is the N and the C. So let's go with that. Let's do something C, something N, maybe, or something coin. I don't know. There's no G, so we can't do like icing. Otherwise, that would be work. Otherwise, that would work. That would be good. That would be work. That would be good, and it would work. That would be work. Isole, but there's no L. We need an N. Okay, so N. Well, we could do Nancy, actually. We could do another N. Let's go with that. Okay. Again, no contradictions. Is there something else that could be NCY? You'd have to have an I or an O? Well, we could still do an E. The E could be... No, because if the E isn't last, then there's no E. That's right. I was going to say, this could be like because it's yellow, but it can't be. Because if there's an E, then there has to be a U. Is there something else like that? I mean, with an A, but then... So that doesn't work. So then, ANC, but then what's going to come at the end? O? I? Another A? Okay, so if there's no Y, if the N and C were true, the problem is the N. Well, again, can we do an E and stick a U in there somehow? But the U can't be second. It would have to be first. And I just don't see how that works. Maybe there's a Y somewhere else? Something like this, but then there's got to be an A or a... I don't know. I think the Y is the lie, which means the N and the C are true. But then what's at the end? H. H. Why didn't I think to put an H after the C? Pinch. Pinch or Finch. Ah. All right. Well, I mean, I got it in 4, but I would not say I got it in a pinch. It took a little while. I had to talk with my crude Uncle Nancy, get some advice. All right. Well, not too many guesses, but a lot of thinking today. So, that's the way it goes sometimes. So let me know how your solve of this puzzle went today, and be sure to subscribe for more.